everyone, it's Arylo here with your weekly love letter. And where in the world is Christine? I am standing in the middle, well not the middle, but on the banks of the Puget Sound. The tide has gone out. I'm literally standing in a an oyster bed. Do you like my yellow boots? Aren't they cute? They go really cute with the love shirt, right? So you've been wondering, what is Christine doing in the middle of an oyster bed in the Puget Sound? Well, I have a miraculous story to share with you that I think is going to inspire you to stop overgiving, stop overdoing, and stop feeling like everything has to be on you or it's not going to happen, or it's not going to get done, or you're not going to be provided for. Sound good? I thought so. Okay, so here's the story. And then I'll give you a little transformational process to go through. The story goes like this. Noah and I arrived here on, where are we at, Noah?
Bainbridge.
Bainbridge. We're just off of Bainbridge Island on the Puget Sound. We got here a couple days ago. We hadn't gone to the grocery store, done anything like that. We were sitting around looking at this beautiful water, and we walked down the stairs where we're staying from, and there was this gentleman standing there. He introduced himself. His name is George. George and us, we got to talking. Nice guy. We was kind of taking a stroll. George looked out over here at said oyster bed and mussel bed and said, "Hey, that's Jan's." We were like, "What is that?" He's like, "Well, that's Jan's oyster bed and mussel bed." And Noah and I are like, "What's an oyster bed? What? We've never seen one of these." He's like, "Yeah, you should go check it out." So we walk on over here where we're standing right now, and Jan's house is over there, and we meet this. She just happens to be outside, and Jan is this amazing gardener, and she's playing around in her garden. We get to talking, and like, "What's this bed going on out here?" And she tells us about how she grows oysters, and she grows clams, and she grows mussels. She's the cutest thing, like, in the whole world. And she says to us, "Would you like some?" And at first we're like, "Oh, no, that's okay, right? That's okay." But I'm practicing receiving right now. So I was like, "Yeah, we would love some. We'd love some." So we gather it up in our buckets and our boots, and we go back to Char's house where we're staying, and Char's like, "Well, we should have a dinner party. Let's have a dinner party." And she had food in her house, and Noah and I went out and got some bread and some wine, and so basically Char invited over Jan and her husband, who came over, who gave us the clams and the oysters, and Char had the house, and Noah and I had the bread and the wine, and together we crowdsourced our dinner. And we had fresh oysters Rockefeller, fresh clam linguine, fresh mussels. Like, are you kidding me? It was ridiculously good. And as we're doing all of this, I had this epiphany. Oh, and not to mention, then Char's husband Doug, amazing mussel cleaner. So he cleaned all the seafood. So what I realized, number one, was everyone was doing their part. Everyone was doing what they loved to do or they were really good at. And everyone had actually brought in what they wanted to bring to the table, so we all didn't have to bring everything else. And I just kind of stopped for a second, and I realized what I was noticing and what I was seeing is actually the divine God, the universe, grace, what I would call it, working right in front of my eyes. And because we had created this space for grace to come in, it gave us all this abundant stuff. We crowdsourced our dinner, and we didn't have to buy the mussels, buy the clams, find the house, clean, it all happened. It was in harmony. And so think about, Noah, your boots are sinking. Noah's sinking in the mud as I'm taping this. Is that, where are the places in your life where there's no space for grace to come in? And so you're overgiving, you're overbuying, you're overplanning, you're overdoing, and you're not receiving. You're not allowing people to come in and do their part, and everyone coming together so that you can crowdsource your dinner. Noah and I are crowdsourcing where we're going to live over the summer. If you know anyone that has a good car they want to lend us for the summer, let us know. And it's like just shifting my mindset about how we've been brought up in this culture to believe that you have to source everything yourself. And if you have to source everything yourself, what's that costing you? I want you to ask yourself that question today. If you have to source everything yourself, what's that costing you? And write it down here in my blog. Let's just be real. Let's put it out there. What's it costing you? And then close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And ask your inner wisdom, What can you let go of having to be the one to source? I'm letting go of where I'm going to live this summer. All I know is I'm staying at my friend Taria's for a couple weeks, then I'm going to Sun Valley, and then I'm going to stay in Healdsburg with my friend Shiloh. Up till July. That's about as far as I got. I'm letting the divine grace actually be the one that sources where I'm going to live. Now that might be a little much for you, so you can come back in here, but I dare you, and I dare you, to actually open up and allow grace to come in and allow it to source something that you're oversourcing for yourself. This is the month of self-empowerment in the Love Club. If you haven't joined yet, please come on over because this is exactly what we're going to be working on this month. So on this blog, what's it costing you to source it all? And what are you willing to let grace source for you? Sending much love, everyone.